Chalvaga?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah,
We're going to have to bleep some of these.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares, man? G'day all, and how's it going? Welcome back to Nothing But Footy. Lads, how are we?
Good. Another week done, dusted, and what was a pretty good round of football, I would say, actually. But we thought it probably wasn't going to be a good round, but it actually was a good round.
Yeah, plenty of upsets.
Upsets, close games. Well, yeah, actually was something at the start of the week. I thought there was no way it was going to have as many of these close games, but you know what? We'll crack into them soon enough. How was your guys' weekend?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yourself?
Same old shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Watching the footy week after week.
well, starting up the round, we had Hawks take on the Pies, a game I was very luckily at, and wow. I can't tell you if this is because Hawks played well or because Collingwood played abysmal, but yeah. Listen, I don't really think there was much effort from the Pies, whether or not that was out. What's wrong here?
No, it's not going in the run sheet order.
Oh, you are correct. We have made some changes. That is my bad. You know what? Do you want to get into the top of that, or do we want to keep on going on the flow we have?
Fine, we can go on the flow that we have.
We go on the flow we have,
all right.
and we'll loop back into the changes. But yeah, I would be really interested to see what your guys' takes are from this round.
Yeah, for me, it was just Collingwood played fucking terribly. All props to Hawthorn, where they get them, but geez, how many times can Collingwood kick it down the throat of Tom Morass and Josh Ballard?
Oh, no.
That's like a genuine question I have for them. Yeah, they just didn't look anywhere near it, to be honest. Nick Dacos didn't look like he wasn't penetrating at all. Spent the first 10 minutes on the bench. Don't know what that's about. And really just got destroyed in game plan, to be honest. Like, Hawks cut off their switch kicks and their dangerous kind of kicking and forced them to go long down the line just like they wanted to. And fucking poor Myercheck couldn't do too much, especially with just memory back there as well. So they also, I feel like, in a game where, Hawthorn don't have a very strong midfield, I thought they got outclassed in the midfield as well.
Yeah, just on that Nick Dacos one, here's what Craig McRae had to say about that.
Oh, sorry, boys.
Smooth moves, Shark.
Smooth operating. Let's go again.
Because everyone starts on the bench in our team and no one's bigger than an individual. And he's one of our leaders and it's just subtle. It's nothing major at all. Because everyone takes a turn. Josh started on the bench last week and I think it was a pretty cool thing.
So yeah, I thought that was
Shit take.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. First of all, he starts off with no one's bigger than themselves in the team. I can understand that. But when you've got a bloke who is leading the Brownlow race at the moment, why would you not start him? And then to say you think it's pretty cool, I don't understand what that
It's
means.
also
really.
like, in what way is that like?
Helping the team.
Yeah, like that's not like, it's not a bad individual because it's not a bad individual.
It's not under
just
12
like,
footy.
put your best 18 on the
exactly.
fucking field. Like,
you
what
want to have a good start. Like,
yeah, like what are you talking about? No one's better than the other. Well, just a fucking quick one. They actually are. Like, Nick Dacos is a whole lot better than Tom Mitchell. I can tell you that for fucking free. Get him on the field. I don't give a fuck what Josh Dacos is doing, but shit take, Craig McRae. Shit take.
On Dan Houston, I have a bit of apology I want to make. And maybe he doesn't deserve to have the ball in his hand because he was pretty horrible by foot. I think he had
it was weird.
four turnovers. He had the 20. I think he had 10 in the first quarter or maybe even 11, then just didn't touch it. But yeah, his game, I'll tell you what, it looked good to see ball in his hand, but it wasn't good when he was using it. So that was a bit worried. It was probably trying to bite off a little bit too much or lean back one step kicks, but yeah, it didn't look good. But on the Hawthorn small forwards, they're back.
They're back in a big
brought
way.
We brought it up probably around this time last year, and they kicked on the weekend. Guinea had the 26, Moore had the 25, McDonald 18, Watson 14. 4 goals between them as well, I think. Fun fact, Hawthorn went with 9 forwards for that game. The 4 talls and 4 smalls, and then Brewster as a sub. So
Bruce could have kicked 3 as well.
yeah, I don't know what he was doing when he tried to self-Candy
And
there
he
as well.
fell
That was
over
pretty
and
funny.
dropped the ball. That's a wonka.
But as you said about Josh Battle and Barras, Hawthorn seem to be settling now without having to move the magnets around too much. And they're just, Sicily's found his form, I think, because he hasn't been swung around too much. Hardwick's down there. He's not playing forward. I think everything's sort of settling down for him.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think Scrimshaw's also slotted in that team really
Mhm.
nicely.
They've been saying that Scrimshaw's having a great game because he's got that competitive side back, needing to fight for that spot. They're saying he's been really lifting in terms of that, and I definitely agree with that.
He also just gives Hawks what Hawks are.
Mhm.
Like, he'll bite off a kick, and we've said it before, but he'll really take the game on, which is great to see from someone like him. Yeah, like, I'm very happy that they kept Sicily where he plays best.
Yeah.
Best way to get your confidence back is getting the pill in your hand, playing a good game, and then, the foot skills were always going to come with that. If the ball's in your hands enough. See, Watson kicking the first goal was kind of like I hate Collingwood, but like after all the Howe stuff, it was kind of like,
Mm.
it
It was
wasn't-
also just more just tapping it down his throat.
yeah, and it was
like-
also like straight away, and it was kind of like come on, like he's doing the my pocket. It was like, there's a guy that's in an ambulance at the moment, man. Like, come on.
And then Collingwood. Worries now. I said I'm not too worried yet, but now I'm starting to be worried.
See, I'll say this: Billy Frampton was fucking woeful. Like, he was really bad. I
So was
thought.
Darcy Moore, I think.
Yeah, they were both really bad. And I think if you're a Collingwood fan, because Billy Frampton has been very, very good this year, you hope it's just cobwebs,
Mhm.
realistically. Because I feel like if they get that part of their game down, they're fine. Like, if they can get the past 2 weeks, they've been shown in the back line what,
Yeah.
what's happening there is like Frampton's playing a terrible game. They had Charlie Dean the week before, and Darcy Moore's just not being a good captain. Like, he's a bad player, really.
I think their number one thing, and Craig McRae spoke about in his press conference, we'll listen to in a second. He was actually really angry in his press conference. I'm not sure if you heard it, but it was just their lack of effort, basically. We actually don't seem to have it. I think that would be my bad, maybe. Yep, just that one, yep. This is what he had to say.
Oh, jeez.
3 guys flying at the one ball, spalling at the same time, is not system. You're 114,000 members. You expect a certain amount of effort, and we didn't have it.
So he was pretty angry in his press conference. Went off to say a few more things just about how, more of their system-based team, so they're not going to worry about it too much. But sort of just something I allude to quite. It's just, effort. That's just something everyone should have. That's not a big deal. So there's some worries for him. Slow and old. Do we go back to round 0 when they played GWS?
They were the oldest
Can't.
team ever this week, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't they been that every week, though?
Each week they've been getting more and more. But yeah, this week they were the oldest team ever.
Yeah.
They had an extra 350 games over Hawthorn. But I thought, I don't know. This is my question I pose to you. Switch the Dacoses. Put Josh in the midfield and Nick back at half back. I reckon he can be better at half back. And I think Josh, because Nick doesn't play too much defense, but I think Josh can play a little bit more defense. The other one is I want to say Perryman in there a bit more as well. He's just basically sat at the back pocket all year.
Yeah.
I want to see that. He's going to help their defense because that's what looks like their problem is just Hawthorn just were able to just run the ball out of stoppage. And then DeGoey, he didn't go in there too much. I know he's still coming back from injury, but
I thought he looked pretty good at the start of that game.
That's their worry, I
Yeah.
think, at the moment, though. It's just he's got to get that endurance back in him.
Yeah. Play out 4 quarters.
But yeah, some worries for Collingwood. And they've got to go play the team at top of the ladder in Adelaide.
I think they'd be happy considering how Adelaide played against the
Yeah.
Wheels.
Yeah.
Both pretty poor performances.
We're going to move on to the ladder really quickly, kind of pivoting back to seeing where everyone's going to be and how finals might play out. I'll let Keon read this one out for us.
All right, so starting the top of the ladder, we got Adelaide, then Geelong, Collingwood, Fremantle, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Hawthorn, GWS, who are all in the space of 2 games, basically. And then you got Western Bulldogs, who are a game out of that, but they've got a pretty easy run home, which you'd say they win those 2. I'd say if you've got 15 wins, this is what I'm thinking, right? You've got 15 wins and a percentage higher than 120, you're safe. So Adelaide, obviously we know they're safe mathematically, but Geelong, I'd say they're safe on a percentage of 140. Collingwood, they'd be safe with a percentage of 125.
Collingwood can still
They
miss
they still
finals.
can, but there's a lot that has to play the
Starts
other
to
way.
align.
Gold Coast, if they get one more win, I think they are safe. And Hawthorn beating Collingwood on the weekend. I know I was saying that they were going to miss, but they went and they were proactive. They went and did it. They didn't rely on another team to fall apart. They've got a percentage of 121. So if they can get another win against Melbourne this week, I would say they're safe. So basically, GWS, Brisbane, and Western Bulldogs are probably they're the teams I'd put way up.
Wow. So you think the Lions will miss finals?
I don't think they're going to miss. I think it's GWS. I think it'll be GWS. Freo, I think Freo are safe. But I think it's going to be GWS. That's what I'm thinking.
Ooh.
But we'll wait and see. But yeah, it's going to be tight. I think just Bulldogs can win their 2. They've got West Coast this week. GWS, they've got Gold Coast and then St Kilda.
Yeah.
So they've got to find a way to beat Gold Coast, basically. That's or they've got to rely on someone to drop an easy game.
Who have they got the week after Giants? The week
St
after
Kilda.
the Gold Coast.
St Kilda.
Saints. Will they win that?
So they have to win that, but they have to win another one because their percentage isn't good enough. They lost all their percentage against the Dogs.
Well, if they win against St Kilda,
Mm-hmm.
gets them to 60 points, I reckon they hold off the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to win both of their next matches.
Yeah, but they've got easy.
They've
right?
got the Eagles, and then who's their last round?
It's at the bottom, I think. No, of the run sheet.
Round 24. They're playing against Freo.
At Marvel.
Yeah, still Freo.
Yeah, I think the Dogs can still get that done. But
I don't know, because Freo will be trying to cement a top 4 spot as well.
no, I still think it should be GWS.
Yeah. I reckon the Bulldogs have left it too late. Their percentage has them covered, but they can't lose either games, and I just don't see them beating Freo.
From that, we go to the Saints versus the Tigs, the Nothing But Footy Cup, where, I'll be honest, Tigs put up more of a fight than I thought, almost coming home with the chocolates. Very impressive from them. Will, nodding your head.
What do you mean more of a fight than you thought?
I didn't think it was going to be this close.
At all?
No, I didn't think it was going to be this close. I thought it would be like a 14, a kind of 20-point game. I didn't think it was going to be within 1 goal.
Oh, right. 14 points is not a lot.
I wasn't saying it was a lot.
But when
You
say,
made it sound
Yeah.
like
Okay.
when you say this much of a fight, it makes it sound like we thought we were going to get
I wasn't
flogged.
over-exaggerating that on purpose. My apologies. Anyway, a very close game. Exactly what I expected. How did you guys take this game?
Well, I think if anyone wants to know how this game was, have a listen to what Ross had to say.
Jesus Christ.
It's literally the first thing, so obviously we're going to...
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
It was a pretty ugly game, wasn't it? Pretty flat. Had to get myself up, really. Yeah, no, it was ugly. Yeah, it was like horrible skills, both teams.
I'm going to love a Ross press conference
Oh,
because
yeah.
he doesn't care what he says. And as he said, yeah, he was fighting to keep himself awake in the coach's box. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, it was a pretty sloppy game, this game.
Will, your take?
Yeah, it was not great. Just Richmond just couldn't get over the line. McIntosh ran too far. Taranto missed a hit late in that 4th as well. Just ridiculous. It's the ones that get away, but I was happy with the boys. No Richmond game's going to look very pretty unless we get smashed. You know what I mean? So if we're ever in it, it's not a very good looking game. very rarely at least. So I was happy with the effort we showed.
Just a few names I wanted to mention. Winhager, his first half was
Mm.
elite. I think he had 24 at halftime. Fell off a little bit after that, but
Which
also
is classic Winhager, it feels like.
yeah,
Plays a really, 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 really good first half and then just kind of like falls off the face of the earth.
And then Garcia, I thought he was pretty good. He kicked the goal, had the 20 touches.
Mm.
He's looking the goods now that he's getting some more consistent run. That there's some other players probably not going in there as much. I.e. Winhager, he's more sitting on the wing. Steele, he only went 40%. I think McRae only went 30%. And then
McRae went at 30%.
yeah, I think he did.
Wow.
And this is the question I had to pose to you. And it's funny listening to me saying this as a Saints fan, but I honestly don't think the Tigers as a coaching group wanted to win the game come fourth quarter. Because I'll give you, there's a few things, right? Why would you not try and stop Wayne Dean Miller? He had 21 touches in the second half and then also didn't use the sub. And the reasoning for not using the sub was so he was ready to go for next week. I just think that Richmond might have just gone, we don't really want to win. No, I'm not saying they were tanking. I'm not saying that at all. I just don't think the desire to win was there as much.
I agree
as
with
you.
you.
Probably would
But
have thought.
Uzo said this. Uzo said in previous games, obviously it came up with Nick Dacos. He said, I'm not going to change my game plan for another team. We're not that side. We're not fighting for ladder position. We're not fighting for wins, really. We're still a building side, and I'm not going to make someone play out of position in a different system just to stop a player that will still probably rack it up and will still probably lose. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. They weren't at three-quarter time. I can understand that if they are going to lose. But at three-quarter time, when you're up, why would you not stop the bloke who's gone and,
because
finished off these games?
because we're up.
But you know that he's going to be the reason that.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I just don't think the desire to win was there for him. And
Yeah.
not using the sub either. If you're a bloke who's got
the
fresh
sub,
legs.
The sub was Steely Green. So
If you
it's
got
not-
fresh legs.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it actually. Like Uzo said this like a numerous amount of times. He wants to get games into this side, and he doesn't want to use any of these guys as full time taggers. So there's no point in really chucking anyone on him because he wants them to develop in a way that they're their own player. Obviously, I agree with you. Naz was tearing it up, and he was obviously going to have a massive fourth quarter against us and probably did lose us the game, yes, but I can see where Uze's looking and I just don't think he's interested at all in changing our style of play for another player.
From that, we go into Willie's Wonkers.
Was there no siren that time?
No, if
The
you look on
siren.
the run sheet.
Oh, okay. So the siren only comes up for certain ones, does it?
Yeah.
Before the game. Before a football game.
Before a football game, right?
That has its own stinger.
Right. So you don't go the siren then the stinger?
No.
You just go the kick it and rip it straight into the stinger.
Yeah.
Awesome. First up on the Wonkers for the week, Keon's got one.
Yeah, Billy Frampton, he had a horrible game, as Bill said earlier. And then he decided, first of all, he took a mark, dropped the mark inside 50. He was all by himself. And then decided, I'll go take a bounce. Takes a bounce, fumbles the bounce, drops it, and almost conceded a goal. And that pretty much, and I think he might have kicked it down the full after that as well. So that pretty much sums the game up for the Pies.
Yes. Obviously, one for me was McIntosh running too far. Could have been a win. Who knows what he would have done with the pill when he had it, but thought he was a little stiff. Just a little bit stiff.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think, he didn't run. I think it was because he kind of ran diagonally and then came up. I think that kind of.
I reckon it was literally one step off. You know what I mean? Like one or two steps off not being called. So I don't know, a little bit stiff, but you can't have a headband and a bald head and then be running too far in a close game. You just guaranteed to get ripped into. And also he got a free kick for someone
did,
ripping off
yeah.
his headband. About time. They've been doing it to him all fucking year. Seriously. It actually really makes me angry when people do it.
Well, I think it's fair because it's a high contact.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like fuck off. You know,
Yeah.
like this is my headband. Steel Sidebottom did it like 3 times against
No,
him.
but he's allowed to do it.
Because he's bald.
Yeah, because they're like,
Same playing field.
you know,
Yeah, but like, what's he gonna do? Give him a noogie? Like, he's got no headband to rip off, you know. But yeah. Well, we see it happen to Norton a lot, and it just feels like he's getting bullied. You know, like whenever it happens to Norton, he's just on the floor like this.
I think
a little bit.
I feel like it's funny when it happens to Norton because everyone hates Norton at times, so it kind of
Yeah,
just works.
yeah. You kind of just let it slide. I think the umpires let it slide on Norton as well, but I think they feel bad for McIntyre.
I don't know. I think this McIntyre, I've seen like the side bottom when he did it wasn't like, but Marshall like went for it. He missed it at first and then went for it again. I think that's kind of what it was.
Yeah. Marshall gets on my nerves. Anyways, there's another story. But yeah, ran too far. Next one was Jeremy McGovern. He did the lap around the Optus Oval, and his son was flipping off the crowd. So I don't know if that leaves a bad taste in any West Coast fans' mouths, but
Can he cop a fine?
I don't think so. But I wonder who's teaching him that. You know, do you reckon it was a pre-game conversation? Look,
Well,
mate,
maybe Guinea taught it. Maybe.
if anyone gives you any shit, just pull that one out. But you could see, I reckon the crowd definitely reacted because McGovern turned around straight away. And he was on best behaviour, waving. But I thought that was pretty funny. And then last one is Bruce. Time to hang up the boots, mate. Gee whiz. He's tried selling the candy after trying to kick it from about 55 out. Dropped the ball, fallen over, and just completely fucked it. And also missed 2 other goals.
One directly in front.
Yeah, sad to see, but it's time to hang up the boots.
Cats versus the Dons was on the Friday night at GMHBA Stadium, where one of the hot takes from the fans that sent in is Lockie Blackiston wouldn't get a game in Div 2 footy. He had 6 disposals, 1 tackle, running at 66 efficiency, and was on the ground for 97% of the game.
Fucking hell.
Thoughts on
And-
that from the fan?
And he wasn't on Jezza.
Nah.
He was on Neil who kicked
And
the
Neil
first
kicked
3.
3 in the first fucking 10 minutes. So,
I agree with that. Good call. But he'll learn. He's only played, 6 games of football.
quickest turnaround from local footy to AFL to back to local footy.
Could be. Could be. Oh, no, the West Coast PE teacher, maybe. He
Oh,
might have-
no, but he was playing waffle at least.
Yeah, that's true. Well, but wasn't
Oh,
Blackiston
no, yeah,
playing
he was
waffle?
too. Yeah. I reckon he gets just straight chop from the waffle. Like, you wouldn't be able to, like, take him seriously anymore.
The problem is, he's when he came in, he was a ruckman.
Yeah, that is true.
How would you feel if you're a Cat supporter?
Yeah, just a bit dull, to be honest, You won, I guess. 44
Yeah.
points. Jezza didn't kick 8.
Not sad, not happy. That's kind of how I describe
Yeah,
it.
kick 5 behinds. A lot left on the table. A lot left on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Could have had an absolute feast, but
It is crazy to say that like he could have had 9 when he was very quiet. Like I was
very
not a-
quiet.
Like yeah,
And 3 of them were in like probably the last 5
Mhm.
minutes of the fourth quarter. And they should have been goals.
Dons though they're showing a little bit.
Yeah.
2 weeks of good football.
It's
they
good to
threw
see.
They threw it to Sydney the other week, who we thought, oh, maybe Sydney's just shit, but then they went and beat Brisbane, so then we go, well, maybe. And then they did all right against Geelong for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah. Archie Roberts is a fucking weapon.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He danced around 47 people like almost every time he had the pill. And it's fair enough because he's got to literally build the play from scratch. He's got no one to fucking give it to. I wouldn't pass it off either if I was him. I also thought that Liam McMahon, he was a gun.
He was good.
Kicked the 4. After that, I actually think that like if Essendon had either Nick Bryan or Draper, they wouldn't be this bad.
Yeah, they've done okay. Like McGrath's gone into the midfield and he's looked pretty good. They put Kako in there for a lot
Yeah.
this week as well.
I just feel like having Todd Goldstein just like He doesn't lose every ruck tap, but he can't even fucking get to the
Yeah,
bloody
that's the
ruck
problem.
taps.
Yeah.
He's just not there.
But this is something I had to say. Now, I don't want to say was I right, but do you reckon the 100 got into the Geelong team a little bit? Is that why they struggled?
They weren't even looking for him, to be honest. Like,
But do you reckon just all week the media, just them
I
all
don't
thinking
know.
about it?
he could have kicked 9. So, like, he had the opportunities, but it doesn't feel like it because Shannon Neal kicked the first, 4 of the game,
Yeah,
basically.
first 3, yeah.
Yeah, first 3 of the game. It was pretty shared around. Mana kicked the 3. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It was just weird. It was just when Essendon had the pill, they were actually using it pretty well. And they were locking it in their forward
Yeah.
line pretty good when they had
Well, I think Redmond was mainly on Cameron, and he actually did like a decent job until
Yeah.
it was in the air.
Well,
But
they
when it
started
was-
with Laverde and they
Mm.
very quickly turned that around. So,
And then the other thing I want to finish off was Graham Myers. He's been their change recently. Chris Scott came out and said, our midfield, we're worried about it a little bit. We need probably a bit more better kicking going inside 50, and they went and fixed that. Graham Myers has gone to 50% CBAs in the last 6 weeks, across the last 6 weeks. And he's been involved in 1/3 of all their scores. So that just tells you how good a football player he is. Played 150 games, which kind of blew my mind. I didn't think Graham Myers had played 150 games.
he could have played more. He spent a lot of time in the VFL.
But I just didn't if you asked me how many games before that Graham Myers played, I probably would have gone like 80.
Really?
I just didn't think he'd play that much football.
Because I remember he had his breakout season with his dreadlocks
Mhm.
and then he went real bad.
But it's crazy.
And then he got dropped to the VFL, almost delisted, and then had that. I don't know if you remember this, but he went from like one end to the other end in a VFL match. And that's the first time I've seen AFL like post like all
A
of the
VFL.
AFL accounts like posting VFL
Yeah, okay.
clips.
I just thought it was crazy because, like, if I think of like Jack Steele, I think Jack Steele's played football so much longer. He celebrated his 200th on the weekend. Versus Graham Myers, I look at him as
Yeah.
still like as a kid.
Yeah,
basically.
I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, he was awesome. Yeah.
Swans versus the Lions, where a bit of an upset happened over at the SEG. Oh no, the Gabba, sorry. Swans getting the win by 2 points. And this is one that I would not have predicted. Thought the Lions were going to come through here and just absolutely dominate. Little did I know. Didn't personally get to watch all of this game. I'm assuming you guys did. What did you get from this one?
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting one. The Swans just, I don't know, they just fast ball movement. They play different type of football. They ran in waves.
Yeah. It felt like there's probably one reason why this game was decided how it was, and his name's Isaac Heaney.
Mm.
Fuck me, he's a weapon.
He's much weapon.
Like ridiculously good. And I think if Brisbane decided to play football before 5 minutes till the end of the game, they probably would have won this game by like what you said at 100 points.
Yes. Well, I Sharky said that. I said 5 goals. Sharky goes, you can
Yeah.
easily put this one in the books.
Well, what was it that was said last week? We wrote it down for a take to the bank this week. Because it was 43 points. Because Brisbane hadn't won a game by more than
That's right,
43
yeah.
points this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Richmond had beaten West Coast by 45 points. And
I don't think it was official take to the bank,
no, it
but it was discussed.
yeah.
It was
we
a
just-
you
we
and
had-
Down said, come back to this. And Sydney won.
I'll cut back to it indeed.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, that last 10 minutes, they really let themselves down with the goal kicking, which Chris Fagan wasn't very happy about, if we have a listen to what he had to say.
Do, 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 do.
We had, last quarter, we had kept having a crack, which was fantastic. We kicked 4 goals, 5 and 3 out in the full. And in the games where there's not much in it, those things really matter.
Yeah, so 4 goals, 5 with 3 out in the full as well. And Zach Bailey, he was the one who almost got done. He kicked, I think he kicked 2, missed 1, kicked 1 out in the full, and then also missed 1 just at 3/4 time as well.
So he was like their entire missing.
Yeah, he just couldn't kick him straight. And then they decided in 30 seconds, you know what? I think we'll try and win, but not a long enough left. But yeah, Sydney were awesome. They just a bit of a change of game style is what it looked like for me.
Mm.
But yeah, Heaney, he's an awesome football player. Just can't crack more than 5 goals.
Did he kick 6 this year?
No, he's never kicked 6 in his career. He's kicked
Yeah.
5 goals 7 times.
Wow. And like 2 of them were this year or 3 maybe.
Yeah, I think he might have done 3 times.
Yeah, ridiculous. Henry Smith,
Mm-hmm.
he keeps his goal streak going. That's 3 in 2 weeks. He only had 2 touches in the 60% time on ground. But would you rather have like 8 touches in a game or 3 touches and a goal?
3 touches and a goal.
Say the first one again.
8 touches, couple tackles, or 3
Oh.
touches and a goal.
Depends what position am I.
You're forward,
Am I a tall forward?
centre half forward.
But I'm not a small forward though.
Not a small forward.
I'd want the one with the tackles on that one.
You want 8 touches and
Yeah.
like 3 tackles?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If it's 3 tackles on the plate, I prefer that.
Yeah.
Fine. 8 touches, 2 tackles, or 3 touches and a goal with 3 marks.
Am
No, I
I-
still want the 8 touches.
Yeah, I feel like the tackles speak more.
Not even the tackles, just the 8 touches. I did good stuff with the ball. Like I can tell you, I probably had
You
two.
might not have though.
I probably had 2 score involvements. Might
Yeah,
have a goal
okay.
assist. Like
Right, yeah. So it's up to your
You
brain
might.
with what you did with the pill. But
it is an interesting one. But I feel like I'd rather have the
Dep-
8 touches and hope that I did a bit more for the team than only
yeah,
my 3 and the 1.
yeah. Depends where your 1 was as well.
That's
Like, if it
true.
was a
If it was
little
like in the
cheapy,
goal
like,
square, like if it
yeah.
was a Logan Morris, which I'll speak about later, if it was a Logan Morris goal, then it probably doesn't count.
Yeah.
Much more before we move on to the next one? Beautiful. From that, we go into Kiz's crack.
Let me have a crack at him first.
Let me have a crack at it.
Get all worked up enough to crack it.
So Kiz's crack. He's just
back.
rolled away from it. Kiz's crack is back.
There you go.
Don't know what's going on right now. Okay. First one. Basically, I'm just teammates, not being teammates at times. Being a little bit selfish. Ben Ainsworth. So first startup. I think we'll put this in the little video. But basically, what happens is he gets one, and I can't remember who his teammate was. Had a chance to handball it, didn't give it to him, and they miss. And then Ben Ainsworth goes, "Oh, fine. If you boys aren't going to give me the ball, then I'll go and be a bit selfish myself." So he runs, takes a banana when he had Ben Long, top of the goal square. Could have just bang hit him on the tits. Didn't do that. Went and sprayed a banana kick. And then a few minutes later, he ran out of stoppage when there was a free kick given to Bailey Humphrey. Went for the snap and shanked the snap as well. So Ben Ainsworth, you're already on the cutting block of possibly falling out of this team. So I wouldn't be going doing silly stuff like that. Don't think Hardwick is going to be very happy with that one. The other one was Torano. He had the chance to possibly put Richmond in front. Went to a 3-on-1 when he had Bolter, I think Seth Campbell out. Just didn't lower the eyes. Don't know what he was thinking from a senior player. That was pretty poor. And then Logan Morris, I just spoke about just before. Lockie. Will Ashcroft running straight through the middle of the ground, kicks one, ball was going to bounce and go straight through for a goal, but he's standing on the goal line. No one was in the way at all. And Logan Morris just marked it on the chest and just dropped on his boot, kicked a goal. Ashcroft wasn't very happy about it, but that's a poor one for team camaraderie. So he owes Ashcroft a goal. And then the second crack this week, Thursday night football. Do you reckon we went too much with it this year? Because it hasn't looked good in terms of games.
I feel like it was just our scheduling. I think everyone still loves.
Was it the schedule? Because games have been, think about it, we had Collingwood and Hawthorn this week. We had Bulldogs, GWS the other week. Like I feel like we haven't, Thursday night games have been, apart from when Essendon plays.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of Carlton and Essendon though.
But apart from those games, I still think results, I don't know, I think we might have got a little too excited with Thursday night football.
Oh,
I disagree.
I love Thursday night.
I
football
love it as well,
regardless.
but, and I'm not saying get rid of it, it's just something to bring to the table to
Yeah,
debate about.
I agree with you, but mostly because of how it's been scheduled, in my opinion. Like, I feel like the games.
How would you prefer for it to be scheduled?
I don't know. Like, I feel like for Thursday night to be successful, it kind of has to be prime time in a sense. Like, if you have a bad Thursday night game, it's like double bad. Because you got to give a reason to for people to go to the footy on a Thursday night.
But you got Hawthorn, Collingwood, or GWS Bulldogs. Those are two games where they're both finals teams.
Well,
But those
Hawthorn,
results
Collingwood, they
haven't-
still had big turnouts, and like the game wasn't terrible, but more so just, you know, the game was like
Oh, it's not the
decided
AFL, so
by-
they can't
yeah,
decide who
64
plays good and
points.
who doesn't play
Yeah,
good.
exactly. But I reckon attendance wise, well, like what was the attendance on the Hawks Collingwood game? I reckon it would have been pretty good.
Let me quickly find that one.
But
I just
yeah.
find it interesting that, and I don't know if it's a thing of some teams just not being able to get up or they can't turn around too good with, maybe a shorter break. I just find it interesting that Thursday night games haven't been close games this year. I don't know what it is. It's interesting. I just thought I'd bring it to the table, have a discussion about it. That game had 70,000, Hawthorn Collingwood on the weekend. So it still had a pretty good turnout. Like, you'd be happy with that. But
I will say something quickly. It was definitely not 68,000 the start of the second quarter. Like, I was there. It was me and like 30 Collingwood supporters behind me, and like along the row. They hit a goal. I forget who got it. Someone got 2 goals at the start of the second quarter. All gone. Literally all rose and left. It was me and this one old bloke, and that was it. It was so it was grim. Left early. Really need to pull through, guys.
Well, I will say this to back you up, Keon. Essendon this year have had 5 Thursday night games.
and they've got another one to finish.
with
as
another
well.
one to finish against Carlton.
But what'll be interesting, there's no Thursday night game this weekend.
Oh.
So what'll be interesting is if the games are going to be a bit closer. There's 2 Friday night games. So, yeah, I mean, interesting. I think it's because the AFLW kicks off this week and they play Thursday night. I believe that is the reason. But, yep, that's Giz's crack for this week.
And another one, sorry, Siren. Carlton have played 6 Thursday nights
And they play another one.
with another one coming up.
So what's that? That's 7 and 6. That's 13.
13 of the games have involved Essendon or Carlton, and they haven't even played their Thursday night game yet. You add another, technically 2, because they're both playing.
On to the Saturday night where we had Carlton, who we were just discussing before, take on the Suns at Marvel Stadium. Closer game than what I thought it was going to be. Good to see Carlton rock up and have a good crack at it. What?
Is every game closer than you thought
Well, I thought it was going to be a blowout weekend. And there's nothing wrong with thinking it's going to be a blowout weekend.
You think that every week about most games.
If you're not going to think they're going to be blowouts, what's the point? Like, come in there with the mindset.
That
Well, I
means
don't
you're
know.
just becoming in the mindset that you're going to have shit games of football.
Yeah, and then when you get games like this, you're like, wow, isn't this great?
Was it great?
I mean, I didn't watch all of this, but I was like, when I went over, I was like, oh. Well, we had Port Freo on at the same time, which I definitely didn't think was going to be that close. Another one. So when I see it, I go, oh, wow, we got 2 close games. Building expectations.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
feel
key
like I
here.
just don't understand what your version of a flogging is, or like a close game is.
A close game is anything that's under 20 points, in my opinion.
But then when you said Richmond, you said you weren't expecting them to get that close. You're like,
And
I
they're
was
like
expecting
14
like 14
points.
points. I was like,
God, we don't need to interpret the way I think on the podcast. Let me just have my own opinions, guys, and let's discuss some football here. Dimmer out where he hates to be. Did this reflect in the football?
No, I thought for 3 quarters they played awesome football. That third quarter that they played with I think they kicked 4 goals to 1 in the third quarter. They were awesome. Ben King had the 6, and Matt Rao, God, what he's doing is unbelievable. He started being a contested and a tackling beast. But what he's doing, he's now bouncing and running the ball at a stoppage. We don't see that from Matt Rao the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's in the form of his life. He's back in, Matt Rao before he did his shoulder first year type of form. And I'm gonna put this on the table. Smoky Brownlow he is. He's a Smoky Brownlow. Because I just reckon
no.
he's Noah Anderson hasn't polled the last 2 weeks and Matt Rao's polled 3 the last 2 weeks, I'd say. Whenever Gold Coast win, one's going to poll 3, one's going to poll 2. And I just went through and I had a look today, and I just reckon Matt Rowell, he's up and about with them. He's there. And I just reckon if it's a toss-up between Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson, they're going to pick Matt Rowell just because of his tackle, so that you see him a bit more.
What's he? He's predicted on 25.
Yeah, he's just up the top. Noah Anderson was predicted 27.
Yeah. Will, your take on the game?
Yeah, this was pretty much Gold Coast game the whole time. Carlton just had a late surge. They did well to bring it back to, not a 50-point loss. Ended up being 19 points. Cripper. See, we've brought this up before, but I don't know what is going on. He had 27 touches, right? You think, wow, 27 touches. 24 of them were handballs.
I will say in the first quarter, he did get slightly injured to his shoulder. So I think he was struggling to really try and get in there. But yeah, no, I do agree. That, yeah,
It's just not Cripper. Not what we know. Frankie Evans, he's just secured himself another year at a football club. Might get a listen from Carlton, but he'll end up somewhere. Probably I could see him at the Saints, like the next Riley Bonner replacement kind of thing. He kicked the 4 with 16 touches. He was pretty good. But yeah, Carlton's whole midfield. George Hewitt, 23 touches, 18 of them handballs. Ollie Hollins, 13 handballs. Cooper Lloyd, 11 handballs. Kick the ball, lads. Just get it on the boot.
Yeah, I thought the way that they played, they obviously came out, said they were going to change their game plan when they had their 5-hour discussion with Vossi, and that's actually what it looked like. They looked a lot more quicker. I mean, Hollins, he had the 29. I thought he was awesome. Cooper Lord, not only did he shut Noah Anderson down to 19 touches and basically
What do you have, 14 tackles or something?
No impact. He had the
12
24 touches and 12 tackles and 7 clearances. And last week he did a pretty good job on Sarong as well, who I think only had the 17. So Cooper Lord, he's making a bit of a name for himself.
I was going to say.
Doing a bit for the footy.
We were
as
given
well.
Sarong shit, but maybe it's just a Cooper Lord.
Yeah, he might be just good enough.
It might be him.
So yeah, I thought Carlton, they looked promising. Apart from that third quarter where they, sort of lost it, and they did kind of pull it back in the last 10 minutes, but they still look pretty good, I reckon. They're slowly working out their game plan. And I think the next 2 weeks will show.
Then we had to Adelaide Oval, where we had Freo take on Port Adelaide. A very close game. Good one to watch, sit down to on the Saturday night, flicking between the Carlton game. Didn't get to catch a lot of this one, but from what I saw, was quite impressed. Did you guys tend to agree? It was good to see Port put up a good fight. It's been a while since I feel like we've had one of them, and having them compete against Freo was fantastic in one of Ken's last game at the Oval.
Yeah, well, it was looking like it was going to be ugly. What was it? Was it 4-0 in that first quarter? Yeah, 4 goals, 5 to 0 goals, 4. So I thought, oh no, this is going to get ugly here. It's not going to look good. And then an 8-goal quarter from Port Adelaide put Freo on the back foot, really. And that's just something that they can't do come finals. You do that against, just any other team, an Adelaide or Geelong. First of all, if they kick those 8 goals, but they're also not going to let you back in the game that easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a worry for them. They'd have to work out what happened there. I know it was a midfield that I think they lost clearance by 7 that quarter just itself. So they need to fix it. But I thought Alira Lee was actually pretty good. Kicked his first goal for Port Adelaide as well.
I thought he was electric. 17 marks for the big man.
Mm-hmm. Kane Farrell, 25 touches. And Travis Boak, well, he's not completely done yet. He's still got 2 games to go, 22 touches.
He's been playing really
He
well.
has been playing.
I actually
football.
I wonder what made him think I'm hanging the boots up.
I think
like
the
him.
losses, and I think he's just.
Yeah.
I think he just thinks it's more. I think it's more of I just can't be stuffed to another preseason.
That's like 90% of the people that
Yeah.
retire. I reckon if they didn't have to do a preseason,
They'd still be playing. Yeah, 100%.
they'd all still be playing, but they'd never be in shape.
On the topic of retiring, Nat Fife, given enough,
Yes.
will play out the rest of the season, but retiring after Freo wraps up for the year.
Well, yeah, I thought he was good as well when he came on as
But
the
he
sub.
he was awesome. He's kind of
Yeah.
what got him going again
Yeah.
in that third
Had
quarter.
the 7 touches and 116 metres gained with 3 clearances in like 20% time on ground. So you'll definitely take that if you're a Freo fan.
Gee, it'd be good if they could win a flag and he retired. Well,
Yeah, I
finishes
was thinking
off
that.
with a flag. The only thing is, if Hayden Young comes back, does Nat 5 actually fit into the team?
Yes.
You reckon?
Yes.
The only thing I question is like come finals because he can't play 4 quarters of footy. That's the thing. His body can't do it anymore, and that's why he's been playing as sub. I mean, we saw his body failed him when he didn't even get on the ground. A little worries if they come finals and there's an injury. Halfway through the first quarter, don't know if he can hold on to a full 4 quarters because that's midfield's only position he can play now.
Yeah, I reckon he can play half forward.
No. I don't think he can't do it anymore. If he's going to do it, then you're putting a big risk on him doing a soft tissue injury again.
Yeah. I reckon he'd be all right with it though.
Yeah.
The final series, like he would push his body to the limit. And he knows he's retiring now as well. He'd definitely give it his absolute all. Who would you rather in the side? Isaiah Dudley or Nat 5?
Again, I want to say Nat Fife, but if that means he has to come on in the first quarter, then I'd say Isaiah Dudley.
Playing a full game, you'd rather
I'd rather Isaiah Dudley. I just don't think Nat Fife's body can do it.
Bailey Banfield or?
Oh, no, I'll take Bailey Banfield.
Oh, I fucking hate Bailey Banfield.
I think Bailey Banfield's last month of footy has been pretty good.
Anything else before we move on to the next game?
I don't think so. Oh, well, yeah, Patrick Voss. 30 goals this season now he's kicked. He's played the 17 games, just going at under 2 goals a game. And he's only been 2 games this year where he hasn't kicked a goal, which is pretty surprising. So that adds to another player for Essendon that they missed.
Yeah.
They lost Ambrosio and they now lost Patrick Voss. Yeah, he fits well with Tracy. Dry miss. I think he only had the 6 touches. First touch came halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, it didn't do too
I
much.
know his last sort of 2 weeks of football had been good, but it's a worry for Fremantle, I think. But you can't really change it now. That's the only thing. But definitely something, if they don't get it done, if they don't win a flag or do too well this year, he's definitely going to be on the chopping block of he's got to try and find form come next year.
My name shining over.
We move on to Kiz's Undercover Night.
Okay, so this week it's fun times now because we're getting late into the year. But first of all, Undercover Night for this week. Liam McMahon, he kicked the 4 goals, was it?
4.
Yep, the
4 goals, 1.
4 goals, 1. He looked awesome. At one stage, he had kicked all the goals for Essendon. He kicked the first 3 for him and looked awesome. He's definitely going to get a contract and will become a pretty good AFL player through the years. I mean, when Peter Wright seemed to be the number 1 forward for Essendon, then this bloke shows up and says, it's actually not that difficult against a pretty good Geelong defense. He's done all right. But into the good stuff. Now, we've got the team for the year. So we're now at the stage where I've got a full team plus a sub. There's 2 more weeks to go for the season, so 2 players will miss out.
Wow.
So-
So you're going to be dropping people.
So there'll be 2 players that get dropped. And then the other thing I want to say is come the end of the year, there'll be a captain announced, and that'll basically be who is the undercover night for the year.
The
So-
Undercover Night.
The undercover night. So starting from the back line, we've got Toby Pink, Mark Keane, and Mark O'Connor. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then from the half back, McCarthy from the West Coast Eagles, Josh Worrell, and Sam Banks. So you got McCarthy and Banks, the ball movers, and then Worrell,
Nice.
he sort of, can go small, can go big. Then on the wings, we've got Mason Wood and Ed Allen. So, some nice names there. Then starting at the half.
Mason Wood.
Yep, he copped one early.
Okay.
Starting at the half forward line, we've got Sam Swiskowski, Sean Manor, and Max Hall.
That's a good half
It's
forward.
a good one. Then we've got Bailey Humphrey, Liam McMahon, and Murphy Reed. So we're lacking height. That's the
Ooh.
one thing.
A tall forward would be nice.
We've only got McMahon, and he's not that big. But, you know, when the ball hits the ground,
Yeah, he's the first
You're
one to
gonna-
crumb.
you're going to be swarmed because we've got 5 of them. Then, starting in the midfield, Jordan Sweet is our ruck.
Nice.
Then we've got Elijah Hewitt, Hugo Garcia, and Jack Ross. Starting on the bench. Do we want to name the sub first or sub last?
Sub last.
All right. So, Max Michaelani, he can
Oh,
roll into the
nice.
back line.
Or on the wing if you need him.
On the wing, Cam McKenzie.
Oh,
He was our first one of the year, and he's
Yeah.
falling off. He's
not even playing
he's
AFL
tampering
anymore.
with
He's
the
on
sub.
sub watch.
or even
Yeah.
out of the team.
Yeah.
If we have a midfielder get shown up this week,
He's
well,
straight out the
he
side.
could be out. Joe Richards,
Oh,
who's been
God.
good. So I really
Jeez,
wanted to.
couldn't find a spot for him.
I
on the, in the
wanted to,
field.
but where do you put it? Swiskowski, Humphrey, Hall, Reed,
Yeah,
McMahon,
it's tough.
Mahon as well. Jeez, we got McMahon and Mahon.
Yeah, Marn and McMahon.
Xavier O'Halloran as well.
Okay, yeah.
And then as the sub, this player I actually forgot was in the team because he hasn't played AFL football in a while. But when he was, actually, can you pull his stats up? Will Graham. Because when he was playing, he was actually kicking goals. He was going on a goal a game run
Wow,
at
Will
one
Graham.
stage.
Did he get dropped or is he?
I think he did get dropped. But yeah, he was, when he was playing,
It was getting
well, just go to each game.
what?
I'll
Player
pull it up,
statistics. Keep going. There we go.
Oh, fantastic.
No, and then you got to open up 2025.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah. So how many goals did he kick go across?
He kicked 10.
He kicked 10 goals. Sharky, for someone who worked in IT, we're struggling. Kicked 10 goals in 8 games. So he
Yeah.
actually was doing good when he was playing.
Had
Um,
36 score involvements for the
As a
season.
small, so he was doing good. I don't
Yeah.
know why they got rid of him. Is he
Yeah.
injured? Maybe he's injured. Can we check that?
I'll check that out. That's something I can do.
Maybe he's injured. That could be a possibility. But
I'll
yeah, he
check
was
it
doing
out
good.
first.
So yeah, I just can't find a spot. But next week we're looking for tall forwards though.
I think I know the 2 people that'll be getting dropped.
Mackenzie,
Probably Graham and Mackenzie.
Yeah.
You have a lot of half forwards.
There's a lot of half
Yeah,
forwards.
he's done his shoulder.
But that would make sense. He's back in 1 or 3. So you know what? I don't know.
When's the last time he played though?
1 to 3 weeks.
His last
It's
time
tough.
he played was
Do we go into finals?
round 9.
No, VFL. Because he might have got dropped. You don't know if he got dropped.
So yeah. So if there's a tall forward out there, put your hand up this week, please. I don't know who, but I'll tell you what. This is a name that I'm going to throw up because he played pretty well on the weekend. If Cooper Trembath has another good game,
Ooh.
he can come into the team
as a big tall one as
as
well.
a big tall. Because yeah, we're looking for some talls, so I'm on the lookout.
Yeah, okay.
Or we might have to throw. I don't know who, but I don't know what do we. Maybe
Maybe a tall backman.
maybe Worrell has to go forward. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he
But
did
yeah.
his shoulder in round 10. So
So he got dropped to the VFL and then
no,
did a
no,
shot.
he did his
I
shoulder.
did it in AFL.
Yeah, he did it in AFL.
So maybe if he comes back finals, we could make a late change. But yep. So that's because it's undercover night. That's what the team's looking like. So yeah.
Huge.
GWS took on North up in the state's capital. GWS coming away with a win by 54 points after a subpar game the week before that. It's good to see them get a win on the board, but against North, how much does this really mean? But yeah, keen to see what you guys
Jeez.
took away from this game. Will
Graham in the game that he got injured, I don't think he got injured. Like he played most of the game. 77% time on ground, didn't get subbed or anything. 11 touches, 2 goals, 7 tackles.
Yeah, he was doing good.
Yeah. Fair play.
Giants. Well, first thing I got to say is Brown just popped up for his usual 5 goals every 2. He does. I feel like he does it 2.
Yep.
There's 2 games a year where he does
Yeah.
it, and he popped up and did it. Against
He
North.
can crack the 6-goal mark before Isaac Heaney. Crazy.
At one stage, he had 4 goals, 4 touches. That's how good he was going efficiency wise. But yeah, GWS, they did what they had to do. Third quarter, North looked okay, but you know, yeah, that was kind of it for them. Toby Green. Now this shows how much they missed him the other week. He had 3 goals and 14 score involvements on the weekend. So that shows what they lost against the Bulldogs and possibly why they sucked so much. But yeah, I don't think there's too much to say here.
Cooper Trembath
Yep.
on debut, he kicked his 3. Thought he was pretty good. You love to have, like, if you can, Hinkley, just a Jake Stringer. Just come on, kick 3 and I'll tactically sub you halfway through the game because it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, his form at the moment is awesome.
Yeah, you played your role, now bugger off. It was good to see Jack Darling as well get on the end of a couple. Obviously no Larky around anymore, so it kind of gives him the keys to the throne.
I
Yeah,
probably heard him.
yeah, definitely did for sure. Did that go through?
Yes, it always goes through.
How does that work? Okay, on that fucking sticks.
The talk was a little bit about how Canberra's going to become the 20th licensed team.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Thoughts about that?
I don't mind at all. It's either them or Northern Territory, but whichever one it is, the quicker the better. I don't want to have 19 teams for too long.
Oh, not having 19 teams is going to be so annoying.
And the only reason I picked Northern Territory is because Canberra is like, no one's going to care. And I don't want to get into the NRL kind of world where you've got just random teams. No one goes to watch their games. They've got no members or anything like that. It's just footy fans that watch them. So Canberra is very much NRL state as well.
I feel like Canberra could realistically get up before Tassie could. If they went like, let's go now.
Well, yeah, the government's right there, so they can fucking sort
that'd
them
be
out. Sort them
drive
out,
down and say,
Don't
hey,
worry,
why
mate,
are we
yeah.
not getting this stadium built?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know what? ACT. Taxpayers. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's run
It's
it
like
up.
a referendum.
Mhm.
the Canberra Stadium.
What would you call them?
Oh, they should fucking go for the Canberra Devils and just completely
Oh,
fuck up
that
the
would-
whole Tassie thing. Just make them, just completely fuck them.
Canberra.
Oh, you
No,
know,
it has something to do with it being the capital.
I wouldn't even mind. Like,
Canberra
if
Capitals.
Yeah. No, I could see
Oh, that's
that.
fucking disgusting.
I could see
That
that.
sounds
though.
like an IPL team.
Yeah,
What's there's a capital? Isn't there an IPL team called something Capital? I'm pretty sure.
New Delhi Capitals?
Yeah, there's a capital somewhere.
Anyways, I wouldn't mind like a bit of like a merge with the NRL, Canberra Raiders.
A whole
like
Raiders.
go
sort
from
of
like
thing.
a Raiders stay kind of
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
You'd be more likely to get NRL fans to jump on, I guess,
Yeah, I don't mind
if
it.
the NRL team's on board with it as well.
Would they though?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But who knows if they might get a few more fans to their
Canberra
games.
Crocs.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind a Crocodiles
I don't
team.
mind
I always
Yeah.
think about like what animals are left. There's stingray. I reckon's up for the grabs at some
No.
stage.
No, you can't have a stingray.
No, I reckon it'll come up.
You need an S team. Who's S?
Yes.
Sydney
Yeah.
would have to get another
Yeah,
team.
Sydney
and they're
would
not
have to
getting
get
another team.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like animals
The
that
best
like are up
ones
for
are
grabs.
Canberra koalas. You can go koalas, but they're too fluffy. So you go Canberra crocodiles.
I like crocodiles.
Crocodiles is too much of an Australia or Canberra kangaroos.
You got to think
The
jersey. You got to
kangaroos.
think jersey colors too. I always wonder about that.
Yeah, the Crocs green.
Isn't that Tassie?
They're
Nah, but I'm
Tassie
talking
Devils green.
A lighter green would
Yeah,
be.
like a lime green.
Then what are the umps gonna wear? Oh, well,
They wear their
whatever
blue.
don't wear.
They
They
wear fluoro.
They wear blue though as well sometimes.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
what I was just
clash.
saying.
Or
But-
get the umps in ref uniform.
You could even go the Canberra kangaroos, and it's kind of like a beige. That'd be sick. And
I
it's
don't
got
mind
like
a beige.
a rule on the side.
They've already got a kangaroos though.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
about that.
that took you like 2 minutes to remember.
Yeah, I did too. It's just because North Melbourne's just so relevant. Just
Or merge.
yeah, just merge. Just delete them as a club, really.
Canberra Kookaburras.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't mind
don't mind
that.
that.
Oh, the Canberra Cockatoos.
Cockatoos, not bad at all.
That's actually a good one.
And the Canberra Cockatoos are getting a little bit too cocky here today.
I can already see
Yeah.
it coming out of BT's mouth.
yeah, I like the crocodiles. Crocodiles.
And
is
the
sick.
horny one kicks one for the Cockatoos.
Yeah, imagine that.
And look at him
Dacos
as he
signs
runs
a
around
fucking
with his cock out,
$25
getting
million
cocky.
$25 million deal with the Canberra Crocodiles.
We already have him for a big deal at Tassie. What do we have him for?
That's the Dacoses.
You could just fucking
Nah.
hit one of these if you kicked a goal for the Canberra
Just a-
Crocodiles.
Dacos is we've got for 6 years, 15 million, and we've got.
that's
I
to
reckon
go
it'd
to
be more
Tas.
than that. I reckon that's unders.
yeah.
Wait, when do we think they're signing that though?
6 years. In 6 years.
Yeah, I reckon that'll be unders. if we're looking at how much Nas is getting fucking offered at the moment, I reckon that's under for both of the Dacos brothers.
Sorry, Will, didn't mean to cut you off there,
Yeah.
but had to move on to
This
D's
siren.
versus the Dogs.
It's,
Don't like the siren.
it's interesting.
D's versus the Dogs, where this was a game that anyone could take home realistically. Sack
I wasn't
the coach.
expecting it to be this close.
I was avoiding saying that just then, but I mean, if
But
you're
see,
gonna,
I was expecting it to be this close.
I was too. Remember, I fucking said I wanted to tip him. Thank fuck I didn't, because that would have been the most heartbreaking one of the season.
that would be pretty upsetting if you were like, "Oh, I'll tip him." You do it, and they just can't come away.
Well,
with
the
the
only
chocolates.
reason I didn't do it is because Kemo made a good point. It's like every time I tip him, I come back
Mm.
and I say, fuck the Days, I'm never tipping him again. And then the next week, I'm like, look at the Days are a sniff this week.
And how right you were with the Dogs coming away with the 4 points here. What?
Huh?
I got to look.
Just looking at the camera, they'll know.
They'll know. You guys, 2 cents on this one?
Good effort from the Days. Troy Chaplin, weapon for the Richmond Tigers. Key Backman, retired in 2016, used to wear his number back in the day. He was their interim coach this week. Been an assistant coach there for a while now.
He's been there basically since he retired.
Yeah, so was hoping he could get a win, but it's all right. Yeah, Gone, your classic 42 hit outs, 23 touches and a goal. Anyone that doesn't think he should be All-Australian can argue with a wall. Pickett, I thought Pickett was good. He could have kicked 3. Bit rough that he didn't. And what do we think about the Sam Darcy and the Christian Salem? End of the game, paid a mark. Salem gets fucking
Oh no,
toppled.
that was fair. That was
You
good
pay that a mark?
Yeah, mark. That was
Yeah.
Darcy never took his eyes off the ball. At no
Yeah.
point was his eyes off the ball. So you
Yeah.
can't say he was trying to do anything with malicious. I kind of
Malicious.
no.
Malice?
No. Yeah, that was weird. It didn't work. If I said, I'll just move on.
We'll just, go on, Chucky. Move on.
So what? This is your guys' part.
Ed Richards. He's just
Just a
dominated.
weapon.
When the game was there to be grabbed, he just
Even Norton.
Just
How
went
fucking
bang.
impressive is Norton?
yeah. Like that's yeah. He's been awesome. So
Kicked
over the
another
last-
5.
over the last 6 weeks, he's averaging 4 goals. Can a player make it the All Australian team of a good
One
back
half of the
end?
year, yeah.
He's going to be in the squad now.
He'll definitely be in the squad.
He's now kicked the most goals by any Bulldog since 2007. Back when
Really?
Barry Hall did in a season.
More than Josh Bruce?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I thought Josh Bruce was like second in the Coleman one year.
Probably was.
Yeah, wow.
That's because he kicked 10 against North, though.
True.
Just before we talk about the D's, Troy Chaplin, this is what he had to say about coaching them come in the future.
Coach, the club, and said, look, I won't be pursuing it. As I said, I've got aspirations to be a senior coach one day.
Oh, he doesn't want
Interesting
to.
one. He doesn't want to coach him, but he still wants to be a senior coach one day, is what he says.
Fuck.
You reckon that worries you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, if fucking, I would rather die than like,
Listen, I'd love this job anywhere else. If
Yeah.
anyone else is looking,
Yeah.
very keen.
Hey, guys.
These guys don't really.
Carlton, I know you said you were keeping Vossi, but look, I'm right here.
That's pretty much what he goes on to say. He basically says, I love this club. But the weird thing is he also then turns around and says, I wish to have a future with this club and be here for the next 30 years and whatever. But just
But I
says,
don't want a senior coach here.
but I want to be a senior coach
Yeah,
in the
what
future.
the fuck?
So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe some worries for some D's fans. I don't know. But
Well, the coaches that are up in the mix at the moment are what? Nathan Buckley.
it'll be
he's the front
Buckley.
line.
It'll be Buckley, I reckon.
Or maybe Troy Chaplin wants to go for like a Tassie, like a brand new club, like an inaugural coach kind
Maybe.
of vibes.
But yeah, Nathan Buckley, I'd say, is my lock.
Yeah. And
He looks
he
to be.
looks keen as well for it.
I think the question is, because obviously the CEO came out and said, this team can win a flag. If you're Buckley, do you walk in and do you start cleaning the lockers out, or do you just fix up some bad areas? Like, do you walk in and Get rid
who's-
of Oliver, get rid of Petrarca.
Nah, I
get
think
rid
I
of-
think you wrap your arms around him. to
Or
be
you-
honest.
you
He seems
say-
like he likes what's there.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like he'd mesh a lot better with like a Clary too. I don't know, just gut feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
Bit
Yeah.
rough around the edges.
Yeah, a bit
I
rougher,
agree.
yeah.
I just feel like they'd kind of get along with each other a bit more. Anyone else you'd like to see kind of put up in the mix, considering it's going to probably be Buckley? Is there someone else, a Smokey?
No, unless if it'll be Buckley or someone who's never coached before. It's not going to be someone who has coached before. It's not going to be Adam
Ken.
Simpson. Oh, I don't.
I thought about Ken, but I think Ken's ready. I think Ken's ready for a week off.
No, I think Ken's going to come to
Horse.
Carlton. I think Ken's going to go to Carlton as footy boss.
Oh,
Not as a coach, but as a footy. They
oh.
when they had their whole discussion with Voss, their 5 hour. Apparently, that I reckon one of their big things was they want to go get Ken. I reckon.
Last game of the round, and what a game it was. A game of two halves. Eagles take on the Crows. This one blew me away. I had it on in the background, and every time you look over, you're thinking someone else was going to win. Someone was either coming and being chased. And Crows come away with the win on this one, but realistically, should have been this close at all from first on the ladder, and last on the ladder's coming for them. Real surprise for me personally, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one.
It was definitely closer than I thought.
Oh, God.
I didn't think it was going to be
way closer than I thought it would
Oh, come on.
be.
This one is
I thought it would have been.
I didn't think it was going to. Everyone was saying, "Oh, you're 100 points." I didn't think it was going to be that big of a blowout.
I thought it was going to be 14 points or so.
I was
Which is
thinking
a pretty
40.
big win.
I was thinking a 40-point win.
Yeah,
for
I was thinking
Adelaide.
14 points, big win for the Crows, and then they come away with the 4 points.
But I think the reason why they did so well was just Tim Kelly, the form that he's in at the moment. These last 3
Yeah.
weeks, he's had
Been really
24 plus or something. He kicked
Yeah.
a goal as well in that fourth quarter to
good.
get
It was
it
a big
back
goal
in
as
front.
well. Had 11
Mm.
clearances.
Liam Ryan kicked 3 as well. Had the 12 touches. So,
Tom McCarthy.
Did you watch that fourth quarter?
Yes. Dude, it was kind of sad because it kind of like ruined it a little bit. But
they
when
did,
when
yeah.
they were up, like talk about stemming the flow. There was like 4 times where I saw him like, did you see the play on the left wing where he runs like through 3
yeah,
people
runs back and then comes.
Yeah, and then comes forward and then hits the fucking
Yeah.
target on
Took
the
a
wing.
like a dribble bounce as
Yeah,
well. Like his
like,
fourth.
oh.
Goal, they said we'll chuck you in the midfield. Yeah, he was awesome. I also thought Rankin had an awesome third quarter, but then Clay Hall turned around, went and played on him in that fourth quarter. And I thought Clay Hall did really well in the first 15 minutes. Then he went forward, which kind of ruined it. But when he was playing on the midfield on Rankin, I actually thought he was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just key names that did well. And Jimby, this bloke wasn't in the under the 22s list. And I don't know how not.
Yeah, he's been good as a fullback.
Like the season that he has had is going to go underrated so much because of how he plays in the worst back line,
Yeah.
takes the hardest player each week. And like, if you forget, like, Phil Thorpe kicked 3 goals for the game, all which came in the second half. The last 2 in the fourth quarter came in the last 5 minutes. One which happened when Jimby wasn't playing on him, and the other one happened when the ball was on the ground and Jimby wasn't really around. So, like, apart from that, he basically only had the 1 goal kicked on him. When he played on Jeremy Cameron, Jeremy kicked them late in the fourth quarter, but Eagles were already out of the game. Like, I think Jimby are so hard done for not being in the under 22 list.
Yeah, that's what I do feel bad because when you're in the worst backline in the competition, you're always going to look so much worse because no matter how good you are, it's kind of guaranteed that your full forward will probably kick 3+ if it's a good side. And whether or not it's your fault or a 50 or a pack mark or whatever, and I think that just kind of like gets rid of it. I also think another thing is because he was a midfielder and because he was like midfield and then a halfback and now a fullback, it kind of people's visions on them are skewed. So they're probably
Yeah.
used to him being a midfielder and they see like, averaging 8 or 9 touches a game, but they're not really thinking of the fullback Jinby. They're thinking of the midfield halfback Jinby.
Yeah, I thought he's had a cracker year. And if they can get another key defender and he can even if he just plays, second key defender. He takes good intercept marks as well. Like, I think he'll be awesome.
Anything else you guys would like to add before we wrap on this one up?
Do you hear that?
I wasn't really listening to you drinking water.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Guys, leave a comment if you can hear this.
No, not at all.
Damn it.
Oh, I could hear that.
Really?
I
Yeah.
heard that.
So you can hear me fart, but you can't fucking hear that. I had the mic right up on my throat.
Oh, could hear that.
Oh, let's go.
What? Keon's worked.
And he's going for it again.
Wait, let me give it another crack.
Oh, come on, guys.
Here we go.
No, no.
Fuck, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I can hear that
What?
one.
All right, he's turned his mic up or something. This is ridiculous. Job Shanahan, I thought he was good. Kick 3.
He was good, actually, yes.
Yeah. Apart from that, Tom Gross.
Mm.
Ever since Tom Brown.
Yeah,
Like,
he's kind of
played 50% time on ground. 1 touch. He had 1 disposal. It was a handball and 2 tackles. It was bad. Tom Brown's just ruined someone's career.
Yeah.
Rough.
Just quickly, we might touch on Ryan O'Brien.
Brian
Riley
O'Brien.
O'Brien. Sorry. Ryan O'Brien.
Yeah,
Right
Riley
there.
O'Brien, he got interviewed and about Sam Draper coming to Adelaide, and I thought this was quite funny.
Work, mate. Obviously, it wouldn't be ideal from my point, like in terms of from a selfish point of view, wanting to be number 1.
He's basically said, hey, mate, like, I'm real glad if you come here, but just know there's going to be a little bit of beef.
You can tell he's going, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Like, let's turn that around.
Well, that's funny. After on, he goes to talk about, but we've seen teams do really well with 2 rucks. So it'd be good to see how it goes with, one playing forward, 1 playing ruck. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So is he basically like a lock for Crows?
I don't think so anymore.
Because I was going to say, like, didn't he, like, dive on the ball a few years ago?
Mhm.
They all
But
kind
maybe
of
they
hate his
want
guts.
that now.
They want that.
Maybe
They want
that's
that
what
boy?
they want now.
Maybe.
I would have, if you asked me last week, I would have said, yeah, 100%. But now, I don't know. I question it a little bit.
Fair enough. With the round all wrapped up, we get to discuss the tips. And quick shout out to myself for being the best in the comp with 8 of the 9 tips. That Hawthorn really got me on top of there. Then we go into the overall. We have Matt in the first place with 131 wins. Then we go into second place with
Wins. Tips.
wins. Wins was fair bump.
No, tips.
Tips, okay.
Can't be
Then we
wins.
have Nando's.
What are you winning?
What'd they
And-
score? Who won the round?
Sharky
you
did.
just say
I
that?
did.
You did on the game.
Yeah.
Did you tip on the game?
Yeah.
Wow. Because you would have tipped Hawks.
Yeah. And then we have Nando's in second place with 128 tips. Will, third place. 1 point behind.
Fuck.
Four,
I'm 1
4
point.
points.
4
1
points
point.
behind who?
No, behind the second, Nando's.
Yeah, 1 point behind second.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got to make 4 points up in 2 games. Is that going for some rogue picks?
It might have. It might be a you've just got to go for it.
Yeah, it might have to be. Fuck.
Keon, you're an 8th. I'm in 7th. So not too much going on
There's
there.
only 10 people in the thing, isn't there?
That's all
Hey,
right.
I'm not coming last. So
That's true.
Then we move on to our tipping, where I'll quickly pull it up for you boys to have a quick look at the green and red. But yeah, I had a pretty good week, all things considered, considering my recent form. Will, I believe you and me had one game difference. Oh no, 2 game difference between you and me. And Keon, you only lost in the Lions.
2 game difference.
I lost the Pies as well.
Oh, the Pies. Sorry. So I only lost the Lions.
Oh,
we all got
nine.
Lions.
Did you get 9 from 9?
No, because I tipped Lions.
Oh, so you got 8 from 9.
8 from 9.
I got 7 from 9.
Yeah.
So
No,
one.
you
No,
got
you got
6.
you got 6.
I got 7.
You tip Blues?
No, I didn't.
Oh well, you made me tip Blues on the night.
That's not true. I tipped Gold Coast.
It actually might have been the other. I think I'm pretty sure I said I'll go the opposite. I'm actually pretty sure
Yeah, he went for
Oh,
both.
okay. That's my bad. Let me quickly readjust, guys. Never have I seen someone get so angry when I get tips wrong.
Where have you done tips for a lot of people?
Don't
No, but I feel like it's usually like, oh, you're managing a lot. Like, it's okay.
don't fuck my tips up and then tell me I'm wrong.
Well, there's been a few times which I've been correct. But, okay. It still only puts you, like, you're going to win. You're 9 points clear of me. And Keon's 14 tips behind you.
Yeah, I got 7 for that round.
Yeah. So, still. I mean, do we give you the flag now or?
Come on, what do I get?
Technically, he can't win it yet.
Yeah.
Mathematically.
Are we tipping through
Do I have
finals?
to go 0 for 9 and you have to go 9 for 9?
Oh, it's like you've got to go like 3 from 18. And
Are you just going to go for like the opposite to me on most of these now?
No, because that's not going to happen.
Yeah, true.
Like, if I pull that back, that'd be better than the St Kilda comeback against Melbourne.
easily.
But with the tips all done, we move on to Will's. Where's your wallet?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
All right, here we go. So starting off, we've got the Thursday night game, and Chol, he cops rough conduct. First offence on Daniel McStay, he cops a $3,000 fine. Dan McStay tripping on Nick Watson, first offence, he cops a $3,000 fine. So John Newcomb cleared, he got nothing for
Which is good.
Didn't deserve it.
for the Jeremy Howe incident. Didn't deserve anything. I don't think anyone thought that. I'm sure a couple Collingwood fans definitely expected him to get
We just ran.
suspension.
They just both like
Well,
kind
he
of
went
ran
for a tackle, yeah. Like it was,
stupidly. Well, I don't feel like he 100% was. It was just run faster than he was expecting.
yeah. Shield, he cops rough conduct, and they have no idea what offence it was.
Yeah, so this one's gone straight to the tribunal.
And this is straight to the tribunal on Mark O'Connor.
Thoughts? What do you reckon? How do you reckon that? Like,
Yeah.
how does it
Well, so the
work?
grading hasn't been graded yet. This will be tomorrow night. It'll go off. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I think he has to be suspended. If you go by the letter of the law, what the rule book says,
Yeah.
the rule book says, it doesn't say opponent, it says any other players on the field.
Yeah.
If you read through the rule book. So basically, what he did was he shoved Mark O'Connor, which then forced Mark O'Connor to take out the Essendon player's legs, and then he landed on his head, gets injured. But yeah, so I think.
Well, it's funny because they spoke to the coach about it,
Yeah, and he said it shouldn't be.
and he said, "I don't know how you can get suspended for hurting your own teammate." But
In the AFL is looking out for all players.
That's what I
Realistically.
I think that's
it has to be a suspension. Mansell copped, what was it, 3 weeks?
you can't just because it's the teammate. Like the
Yeah.
action is still there. You got to force the action out. How are you going to force the
Well, that's
action?
what I mean. Shield would have done that regardless of what player was there.
Mm.
And it just shows that they don't care what's there. They're trying to get them into, like, push them into the contest, you know? So, Jinby broke fucking Lawler's jaw. Mansell copped 3 weeks. It's your turn, mate. That's 3 weeks, in my opinion. And that's his year. I reckon it's his year done. I'd say 2 weeks. And it's his year done. And then Oisin Mullen, he's copped striking first offence on Zach Merritt, $1,500 fine. On to the Saturday games. Cooper Lord, he gets careless contact with an umpire, $1,500 fine. And the Port versus Freo game, Andy Brayshaw tripping on Zach Butters, first offence, $3,000 fine. Nat Fyfe, careless contact with an umpire, third offence, $5,000 fine.
That's why he's retired.
He's barely played to
Yeah,
like be able to have his third offence.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But also, just give the guy a break. He played like 10 minutes of game time. Like, seriously. Connor Rozee, he cops careless contact with an umpire, second offence, $3,125 fine. And then into the Sunday games, we've got the Giants versus North. Joe Fonte, he comes engaging in a melee/wrestle, $1,500 fine. Cooper Harvey engaging in a fight, $1,500 fine. Cornelio striking on Georgie Waller in the third quarter, $1,500 fine. Rory Laird, rough conduct, 1 match ban on Jamie Cripps. And Liam Duggan, rough conduct on Riley Thilthorpe, third quarter, 2 match ban. So a couple
Yeah, they
of
gave it 2
suspensions.
games. Oh, I think the 2 games is there.
Yeah, 2 games there, no tribunal, just straight there.
Went for shoulder. Went to elect to bump with his shoulder, so.
Yeah. And Thilthorpe just fucking tanked it.
Came out the other side and kicked 3.
Yeah.
So you'll take that one.
You did just remind me, though, you brought up Zach Merritt. He won't play this week. He broke his hand.
Yes.
So he misses. So it won't be his 250th this weekend. He'll be coming against Carlton in round 24. The first game of round 24.
Yes.
1 vote, 2 votes, that's 3 votes.
That's right, guys. Into the pointy end of the episode where we start off with the 3-2-1s. We'll start off with you, Keon. 1 vote.
Isaac Rankin. Thought he was awesome. His second half goal, 21 touches, and that goal that he kicked in that fourth quarter got him going, got him back in front. He was good.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. Isaac Rankin, 23 touches and a goal. Just talk about big time players step up for big time moments. And that's exactly what he did there.
With 2 votes.
I've got Aaron Norton. I thought he was awesome. His last few weeks have been good, but 5 goals. He did make a bit of a mess about the first game, Jed Adams, but he got it done.
Yeah, I've got Alir. I thought his game was incredible. 22 touches and a goal. Like, what? You don't normally see that from someone like him. 17 marks on top of that with the 400 metres gain. So, yeah, 100% time on ground. He's really like one of their only things that is good back there for them. So, he was unreal. Cops the 10 coaches' votes in a loss. So, fair play.
With 3 votes.
I've got Ed Richards. What he did in that fourth quarter was just elite. He's having an awesome, underrated year. It's crazy to think, like, if you tag Bont, you've got to worry about Ed Richards. If you tag Ed Richards, you've got to worry about Bont.
Yeah, I've got Jordan Dawson, 26 touches and a goal with 638 metres gained and 5 clearances. You think, wow, that's a pretty good game. Oh, wait, chuck 14 tackles on the top of that as well. Fucking hell, did it at both ends, really stepped up for him. The captain could win a Brownlow this year. Like
He could. He's on fire too.
He's very on for it. 91% time on ground as well. Like, as healthy as it comes.
With 4 votes.
I've got Matt Rao. I thought he was awesome in that game. Just dominated running out of clearance. It was just awesome.
I forgot about Matt Rao.
That's what I did last week.
Yeah. Keep going, sorry. Or was that it?
That was.
Oh, bugger it. I'll have to just keep it. Sorry, Matt Rao, you're going to... He has not got a lot of votes this year.
Oh, I think he's actually got a fair.
Oh, it's just Noah
It's
Anderson.
Anderson who hasn't.
Yeah, okay. I've got Ed Richards. I thought he was mega for the Doggies. Had an elite game and I think it was 31 and a goal.
2 goals.
2 goals, yeah. So, unreal game from him. Definitely a key pillar on why they won that game.
With 5 votes.
Isaac Heaney kicked 5, so he gets 5 votes. That's pretty much as simple as it can get.
Yep, I'm the exact same. Isaac Heaney, any bloke that can single-handedly win a game for your team is copping the 5. Literally, the only reason they won that game is ridiculous.
Speaking of Isaac Heaney, welcome to the first spot in the comp, sitting 6 points ahead of the next one, Max Holmes. And what can I say?
Did he say points?
I did say points. It's all right. It's a point system. It runs off a point system.
No,
you
it
give
runs
votes
off
to
a
a point.
vote
You give
system.
votes to points.
What are the segments?
What?
What's the segment called?
3, 2, 1.
No, it says votes.
Well,
Okay, no, then
And what does the table say?
What does the table says votes and the counter says votes. So
it's all right,
it's
guys.
not a point system, it's a vote system. If someone Brownlow, right, you go, oh, Patrick Cripps broke
This
the
isn't the
points
Brownlow. This is
record.
something better.
Well, we call it votes.
Well, that's to
So
be
either you get
interpreted.
with
It's
it
to
or
be
you-
interpreted.
Either you get with it or you get out.
You got to get with the program.
With 40 votes ahead of Max Holmes with 34 votes. Then we have underneath that Naz with 30 votes. Underneath that, we have Matt Rao. Welcome to the party. Always been around there, but now makes the top
What's he
five.
got? How many votes?
24,
Wow.
tied with the Bont. And then under that, we have Max Gorn, Cozzy Pickett, Ben Callahan, Bailey Smith, and the Dacoses.
Finn Callahan's 110 away from being very thereabouts. Pretty crazy to think. He was pretty good as well, actually.
He was. I was
very good.
trying to find him somewhere,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't do it. That's the problem. Next year, do we stick with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or I don't know.
Do we go a 10?
I don't know if you can do 10, but it's gonna be interesting.
It's hard to fit everyone in there, isn't it?
Do we plug like one from every game, maybe?
Yeah, true.
But then, I don't know. Give me ideas. Maybe we stick with it. But there's some players that do miss out each week.
Oh, for sure.
Before we go ahead and wrap up, we'll look at what the next 2 weeks look like. So we have Lions at Freo. Then we have Giants at the Suns. Then we have Hawks versus the D's. Then we have Pies at Crows. Then we have Cats at Swans. So that's round 23. Round 24, we have Suns at Port. Then we have Saints at GWS, Freo at the Dogs, and Hawks at the Lions. So those are some of the closer games that we'll be keeping an eye on that'll pan out and probably define how the season ends.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the Swans could play an interesting hand in who comes. They play the Cats. They've beat Brisbane. They beat Fremantle. So even though they don't make finals, they're you know what, they're like the clear 10th best team. You know, they can't not finish 10th.
Who?
Sydney.
Really?
They can't drop lower and they can't go higher.
Oh.
They're just locked in. They're just the most
They
mediocre.
can't go higher?
No.
Well, they're 12 points ahead of Saints. So Saints can't get 3 more wins possibly.
Wow.
And
The only way they can go higher.
Yeah, they
is-
can go higher, actually.
No, they can't. Oh, I mean,
If the Doggies lose,
they have to lose 40%.
both games by 100 plus,
No more.
and then Sydney win both games by 100 plus, I reckon that'd be.
I honestly don't think that's even enough.
Yeah, they've got to get over 2.2. That's like a 600 point
Yeah, that'd be
turnaround.
crazy.
You never know. Hey, they're playing Geelong. They're pretty average.
And then just before we finish off, I thought we're coming to the back end of the year. St Kilda's not in finals. Richmond not in finals. So Will and I, we might have to pick a team.
You know my team.
I know your team, which really annoys me because I want that team.
Oh, do you?
So do we support them together?
I reckon we support them
Alright,
together. The
dude.
Nothing But Footy team.
Yeah, you tell them.
It's the Crom, the Adelaide Crows. They've got this thing. But I almost want the Dockers as well now that Nat Fife's retiring
I like
as well.
I like the Suns. I really. Oh
Yeah.
Crows.
Do you go off the Crows and you take Suns, you take Freo?
No, you know what? I'm gonna take the Suns instead.
Okay, we've got the Crows and the Suns.
Yeah, I'm taking the Suns. I like them. I like what they do.
And then if the Crows go ahead and straight sets,
Then we'll take Freo.
Then I've got Freo.
Well, with that all wrapped up, we'll go ahead and let you guys be. Thank you guys for listening in to us. Make sure to check out the socials. Send us through a message. We'll keep it active for you guys to stay involved. Make sure to go check out the hoodies, get some merch. But until then, see you guys.
Catch up.
It looks like that's the end of the Nothing But Footy podcast. Thanks very much for tuning in. Go ahead and check us out on all of our socials, and we'll see you on the next one.